Hey guys, let's talk in this video about Novak Djokovic's mental tips and tricks on how to achieve success. And the first thing we're gonna talk about is revenge. Is it even worth it? What emotions does it bring out of you? And does it really help you to work harder, be more disciplined, or achieve what you want to achieve? And I'm gonna tell you my opinion and Novak Djokovic's opinion about it, and how he and actually a lot of other players, including Rafael Nadal and other people, view revenge. When, according to Novak Djokovic, in one of his interviews, he said this very interesting thing. Once you want to revenge, you are not in control of your emotions. Your emotions are in control of you. And he was talking about it in the context of Croatia-Serbia war, but this actually applies to real life as well, to your personal life, to your professional life, to your life on the court or on the field, depending on what type of sport you play. Revenge serves no good, the desire to revenge, because now these emotions are in control of you and you want to hurt that other person, and you are a lot of times you're not even gonna see if that person is even hurt, because people tend to not show it. People tend to show with this whole Instagram thing, they don't tend to show their true emotions. And another interesting thing is that I saw this exact same opinion from Rafael Nadal when he was asked about his last win over Novak Djokovic in Roland Garros. It was this fall, 2024 final of Roland Garros. I think journalists asked him whether he felt like he revenged, and he just said that he doesn't really focus on revenging, and this is not something he's interested in. What Rafael Nadal is interested in is just to achieve his own dream and to fulfill his potential, and that is honestly the best mindset, the best frame to be in, because revenge serves no good. Even if someone hurt you really badly, it's just great to let it go and to get over it. It doesn't mean you have to forget, let's say, someone who offended you, or it doesn't mean that you have to forget about this very, very disappointing loss, but you really have to let it go. And a lot of times in letting go, what helps is reframing a certain experience, and you can literally reframe every single experience in your life, and that's what Novak Djokovic does. For example, when he was a child in 90s, he went through this very devastating war against Croatia, right? And we're not gonna talk about who's right and who's wrong. This is not the point of this video. And he said, actually, in this exact same interview, that he's very grateful for going through this very, very difficult, tumultuous time, because that's what made him a tougher human being, mentally and physically. And even though you or I or most people, especially in the first world countries, didn't have to go through such an excruciating war, we still have these heartbreaks in our lives, these things that really feel so devastating in the moment, and that things that make you feel like you're not gonna be able to survive or even get over it. And you can literally reframe it into saying, well, this thing now made me so much tougher, smarter, this and that, and something else, you know. And that's very important. And if you have this pervasive thought about, oh my god, how could I have lost to this person or to that person, you have to really reframe it and really try to think. And sometimes I realized, oops, light went off, and I realized how hard it is sometimes to really find good in the bad, but it's so crucial, so important to be able to find something good that comes out of the bad. And if you think, because here's the thing, to be honest, we only live in our heads. Like, whatever we think in our mind is what the reality is, because that's how we work, right? Like, if you think that something that has happened, something that may be good that has happened to you is bad, somehow bad for you, then it becomes bad. And if you think that something bad has something bad, quote unquote bad, like in societal norms, if you believe that something bad that has happened is good for you, then that's what it becomes. And that is really the mindset of most successful people and most champions, to really treat every hardship, every difficult situation as something that could potentially benefit you in your future life and in your mental toughness or whatever it is. What's next? Another thing that Novak Djokovic really tries to emphasize is living in the present moment, because the only thing that we can really only thing that we have is present moment. We don't have our past, even though a lot of times we're dwelling in our past, a lot of times we're dwelling in our future unknowingly. This is what psychologists call mind wandering. And there's actually been a very, very interesting research that shows that a lot of times when we are not using visualization, or we're not using our imagination, but we are uncontrollably just mind wandering, it's most of the times it's super negative thoughts, and these are not thoughts that you want to have and emotions that you want to experience. Excuse me. Yeah, these are not thoughts that you want to have, or things that you want to experience, emotions that you want to experience. And the more you live in the present moment, the more control you have really of your life, of your emotions, of your temperament even. And it's just, I can't even emphasize that enough. There are just so many books that really talk about the importance of staying in the present moment. Rafael Nadal, for example, in his book, shared one of the most important moments in his career when he was playing the final of Wimbledon. I don't remember when exactly it was. I believe it was 2008. His first Wimbledon win against Roger Federer in the final. And he shared how there was this very high pressure situation. It was fifth set break point on his serve, and he really focused every single energy, every brain cell that he had on this one present moment that he had. And honestly, if you live your life like that, anything you do is you're gonna achieve a success in everything. And I don't know, this is another interesting example. I don't know if you guys watched Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump is an amazing movie, and if you notice in that movie, all characters are always dreaming about starting a shrimping business, about achieving some medals for being in the military. His ex-wife or girlfriend was dreaming about being famous, and he achieved everything they wanted to achieve. He opened up a shrimp business. He received some medals. He became famous because he had this extraordinary ability in our time, because there are just so many things that we can easily be distracted by, like iPhones and these apps. Forrest Gump, was able to focus on one particular thing at a time and really stay present at the moment, even though he wasn't like the most intelligent or developed person, right? And that's what, as I've already said, Djokovic really emphasizes. He emphasizes that the importance of really staying in the present moment. And I really recommend that you guys read what's his name, Eckhart Tolle book. It's really great, or at least watch Forrest Gump movie. It's interesting, it's really cool. It's arguably one of the best movies, and it really shows the power of staying in the present moment and really staying in the present moment. Another thing that I want to share is that breakdowns and doubts are really sometimes normal. I realize I've played sports for 10 years professionally, and I realized that over the period of 10, 20, I don't know, 30 years, things can get really tough sometimes, and it's okay to have sometimes breakdowns and sometimes really doubts, but the less attention and energy you really give them, the smaller these things are gonna get. And this video is about Novak Djokovic, and he shares once again in one of his interviews that he did have these moments when he was world number 3 in 2010, and he couldn't achieve his dream. And his dream since the childhood was to become world number 1, and that just wasn't working out for him for this or for different reasons. And he really had mental breakdowns, and that is not like the best option, but that is okay, and that happens. And you really should understand that if it is something that is happening to you at the moment, that is okay, and that happens to a lot of people. But you really should hop back on the horse, I guess, as fast as you can, and really try to have stay as positive as you can, and really focus on the process and not achieving a certain result. And I'm sure it is all gonna work out if you're dreaming about something, if you're really focusing your attention on the present moment, if you're really focusing your attention on what you do, if you're keeping eyes on the prize, it is all gonna work out. And this channel is gonna help you to achieve whatever you want to achieve. So please subscribe and like this video if you like this video, and please go to my channel and watch some other videos. Thank you so much, guys, for watching to this video. I love you, and bye bye.